ups. If you can hear me, can you type a 1 in chat? Wes Robinson, it's good to see you. G2K, yay! It's good to see you. So today's topic is going to be about Jared Lasik. Awesome. Thank you, Wes. Um, and his alleged charges for assaulting his little cousin. We will start right after the intro. Good afternoon, everyone. It's good to see you all. It's better to see me. I've missed you, Wes. I haven't seen you in forever. Where have you been? Just vanishing on Inky like that? Okay, so today we're going to talk about Jared Lessick. Yes. So if you are not familiar with Adventures with a Purpose, he is the founder of Adventures with a Purpose. And many, many years. Okay, so I guess there was an incident that happened way back when he was like 17, 18, and many, many years later, after he started it with Adventures of Purpose and became very popular, YouTube famous, his cousin came out and said that he assaulted her. And so she had him indicted on rape charges. So we're going to go through Wikipedia and we're going to discuss him, and then we're going to touch base on the case. I have touched base on this case probably about 6 months ago or so, but we are going to review it. And then there's going to be a new trial hearing coming up. It was postponed, but there will be a new one coming in. So let's learn a little bit about Jared Lessick. So, as I said, he was very well known for Adventures with a Purpose. You know, it blows my mind when I tell people all the time, I'm like, hey, 90% of incidents that happen with children, sexual assault, etc., is normally by a known family member. And he was the older cousin to this young lady. And it's, oh, yeah. I don't even know what to say. Okay. So, Adventures with Purpose. So, I'm breaking out the iPad just so it's easier for me to read instead of trying to, I'm doing crime on the couch today. So, I hope you guys get to enjoy. So, Adventures with Purpose is a group of scuba divers who use sonar to locate missing persons in their vehicles in bodies of water. They are also very well known for a couple of cases that have been uh, very well known among the YouTube streets. For those of you that are just coming in, today's topic is going to be about Adventures Purpose's founder, Jared Leisek. If you could, don't forget to smash that like button and say hi in chat. Say hi in chat. So the acronym for Adventures with Purpose is AWP, if you're not familiar with that. They do like to work a lot of cold cases. And I believe they have done very, very, very well. They've actually become very well known on the YouTube streets. Adventures was okay. Adventures with Purpose was founded by Oregon-based Sam Ginn and Jared Lasik in 2019. They began as environmental cleanup agency, removing cars that were polluting the water. So, like, when vehicles are driven into lakes and stuff, all the chemicals from the vehicles, they go into the water and stuff, and it's really bad for the little sea life and animals that frequent lakes and stuff. So they started out by helping get rid of, vehicles and stuff that were in there, and they came across that there's some of them had bodies in them. Traveling Fools, so good to see you. Nezzy, Oh, I love you, Nez. Mwah. It's so good to see you. So that's what they used to do. They used to go in and, they would pull vehicles and stuff like, like community service cleanup. And after twice of finding cars with missing people in them, they determined that they needed to look for people. So they were like, "Hey, this isn't a bad idea. Maybe we should go and start looking for missing persons." And they've done fairly well. Uh, they started a YouTube channel, Adventures with Purpose, and became very famous. There's quite a few people that cases like that I've even followed that they've found the body. So, and we will get into her case here soon. Um, that case just blew me away. That what law enforcement did with that one. Yeah. Unreal. Nezzy, are you playing? If you're playing, I'll come on and play later. So in 2020, AWP was threatened to be sued for $100,000 or was threatened to sue for a $100,000 reward pledge by 5 anonymous donors for the discovery of Ethan Kazmerk, who had disappeared in 2013. Kazmerk's family donated an undisclosed amount. In October of 2022, the team of 6 members the following month, Leisek was accused of raping his 9-year-old cousin when he was 16, between the ages of 16 and 17 in Utah in 1992. Several team members, including Bishop, a diver Nick Wren, and the lead videographer Josh Cantu, subsequently left the team. And I mean, I really can't blame them. Could you imagine, you we get into like these environments and we build trust and rapport with people and sometimes businesses with them, and then you're something like this comes creeping out of the dark from the dark woods. It's kind of scary. On January 5th, 2023, Lasik was charged in St. Pete County. I'm not sure, that could be San Pete, just depends on where you're from. San Pete County, Utah. On January 7th, 2023, Adventures with Purpose announced that they are on a 3-month tour with their new team and divers. Now, I'm not too sure if I think Jared is, the ones that left, but he has like a new team of people that he's working with. Like he's kept the business. Those that didn't want their name ran through the mud for being affiliated with him, packed up their shiznit and left. So now to the case, one of them that I was following was the Kelly Rodney case, and law enforcement had went in. They had, said that they had done their due diligence on trying to locate her, but yet Adventures with a Purpose went out there. Bam, they found her quick. And the crazy part is that it wasn't like she was really far out there. She was within 100 feet. I believe it was 100 feet of where the campsite was that they were hanging out partying. Oh, Lady O, it's good to see you. Mwah. Anyone is welcome to come up on panel with me. If they would like, I can drop the link. So the team usually deals with cold cases, not current open cases. However, they also volunteered to search for some recent cases, such as the August 22nd, 2022, and that was for Kelly Rodney, who went missing on August 6th, 2022. Certain recent cases by incidental while searching the bodies of water for cold cases as of the June 2023, the group had solved 26 missing person cases. That is a awesome amount of cases being solved, especially when they've gone cold. There's not really much left of the body. I mean, you might have the vehicle left, but there's not much left after years and years and years of deterioration and um, if especially in a body of water, the little critters in there, doing their thing. I don't want to get too graphic today. I'm trying to keep it on a cool, calm level. AWP also sometimes cooperates with other teams with the same purpose, such as exploring with Nug and Chaos Divers. So that is the slow and skinny of AWP and how AWP got started. Just killing some time. Well, I will not be on long today. Today is a very short live. It's just to get started on this case with Jared Leisek, because there is a bunch of new court documents that are coming out and the trial should be starting very soon. So I just wanted to catch everybody up on where we're at with the case and how it's going. Hey, dog. It's good to see you. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Don't forget to smash that like button and drop your link so people can connect. Give me 1 second. Okay. Come on. Close. I don't know how you guys like stream from devices and everything else. It is so hard. So, true crime and YouTuber to plead not guilty to a 1992 child rape charge. Jared Leisek, founder of the scuba search team Adventures with Purpose, told fellow YouTubers that the emails circulating online are his official responses to the allegation. His lawyer says he didn't do it. Now, I don't know too many people that are going to go out there and say that they did it, except for maybe Kevin Underwood. Kevin Underwood was one of those guys that was like, hey, I did it. It is what it is. It's crazy. I think that's why it just blows me away that Kevin Underwood was so open about what he did in grave detail. So there was a video that had posted on TikTok. A user called True Crime Cam told their followers the bombshell news from the YouTube community that Jared Lasik, the creator of the popular scuba diving missing persons team, is facing serious criminal accusations. The founder of Adventures with Purpose was charged with 2 counts, not one, but 2 counts of the R word. Cam says using the abbreviation for the R word, R, to avoid the broad stroke of moderation of certain sensitive content on the platform. I've never been really flagged for using the R word or the M word or any of those words. Maybe it's the nature of my channel. I don't know. So YouTube channels are displayed via green screen behind her. The video has been viewed for more than 6.7 million times. Lasik, 47, is charged with raping his cousin when he was 17 and his cousin was 9 or 10. That is insane. And again, I will repeat, for those of you that have children, 90% of the time these incidents happen by someone that they are close with. This is more than a total stranger. More than a total stranger. I cannot emphasize that enough to you guys. It's it's heartbreaking to even think about it, but it's even more heartbreaking to know that it would be a close family member. Like it's in the situations that the majority of the situations that I have dealt with, it's been with someone that is close to the family or within the family, close family members like brothers, cousins, dads. I know someone that was actually abused by their own mother, um, and wasn't a female; it was a male who was abused by his mom in a sexual manner. So it does happen even by women. So don't misconstrue that either. Women can abuse children just as well as men. It's just not as known. They don't. I guess maybe they don't get caught as much. So there's an article from the Rolling Stones magazine, which was obtained. The crimes occurred on two occasions in 1992 in the state of Utah. Once the alleged victim's home, and the other was at their grandparents' house. Since the charges were filed earlier this month, the online community has been grappling with the fall from grace of someone previously respected for being one of the good guys. And everyone respected Jared. Like they this thought he was the cat's meow. And I mean, he may be a good guy. This is all allegedly. There is no conviction yet. So again, this is allegedly. But it doesn't surprise me. And kids do get curious, but not kids of his age at that time. I don't see that as a curiosity thing. I think that's a taking an advantage thing. Someone making a difference for victims and their families and communities of the scuba diving search teams is preparing to move ahead with their leader. Leisek's lawyer says that the allegations are fabricated, and he plans to plead not guilty, according to a former friend and fellow YouTuber who spoke with Rolling Stone magazine. Leisek pointed him towards the emails with the alleged victim where he does not deny the allegations. So again, he's not denying the allegations, but yet he's pleading not guilty. So, he might try to come out with um, the inference where he was younger than she's proposing that he was. Recently, fans took notice to Leisek and had been appearing less frequently in the videos of AWP's YouTube channel, which has nearly 2.8 million subscribers. A couple of months ago, Jared started showing his face less and less. In these videos, no one knew why. True Crime Cam said in her viral video on November 3rd, when the charges were filed, a probable cause statement laid out disturbing allegations, claiming that in one instance, Leisek pinned the victim to the ground, pulled her underwear down, and did the naughty. On the second occasion, Leisek allegedly laid on top of the victim, doing the same. The state does not have a statute of limitations for most sex crimes. So again, I believe I've brought this up before, and I'll bring it up again. The majority of states do not have a statute of limitations on violent sex crimes. So if you have been abused and you want that closure, need that closure, that person is still around, you're still able to file charges. Mind you, the longer the time you take from the incident to filing the charges, the likeliness of that is going to get slimmer and slimmer, only because of the lack of evidence. Research for the comment of Leisek's attorney, Randall Richards, says they plan to fight the charges and claims that the alleged rapes never occurred. We have some evidence we can't disclose at this point, which we would verify that she is lying about this. And, I have to, there, I had to highlight where I left off. I do have to say this. Now, he went and became extremely well known. And if this did not happen, shame on her. Because if she is doing this just for financial gain, shame, shame, shame. This is not a topic that should be used or abused whatsoever. If something happened to you, I agree 1,000%. You should, take heed and, handle it. if it did not, and she's doing this for financial gain, that is messed up. That is utterly messed up. It's freaking ridiculous. His lawyer states that we are going to fight this all the way because it didn't happen. Leisek is scheduled to make his first appearance in court November 30th, at which point Richard says that Leisek will enter a plea of not guilty. The San Pete County Attorney's Office did not respond to the request for comment. The online community has been swift to condemn Leisek. While AWP still has close to 2.8 million subscribers, they lost only about 20,000 in the last 2 weeks. On Reddit, one-time fans had shared the information for getting back the donations to the group's effort. One person asked for some advice on removing AWP logos from emergency window breakers and groups that sold them. Now, there is going to be that crew of people that are going to, jump right off the bat and said that he did it. And then there's going to be some that are going to defend him and say that he didn't. We will just have to wait and see the evidence. I'm not one that likes to speculate typically. I like to see good solid evidence. And until I see some good solid evidence that this took place, it's kind of hard for me to just jump down that rabbit hole. And it's not fair to the victim, and it's not fair to even the perpetrator. So I'm going to keep my personal opinion out of this until we have, more evidence. So I guess there's some sandpaper and magic erasers. Let's see. Okay, so AWP logos from the emergency brake. Okay, so they did sell for a while. They did sell like these little glass breakers in case you ever got trapped in your vehicle in water. And there's like, I guess it was like this little like metal thing that, you could hit the glass and the glass would shatter. So in case you were trapped in a vehicle, why it was, going under. So you would be able to escape, which is an amazing idea. Meanwhile, Leisek colleagues have scrambled to distance themselves from AWP. At least 4 former members posted resignation announcements on YouTube. Clips of their statements have been posted on TikTok, gathering tens of thousands of views. I am just shocked, as everybody else, is Doug Bishop in his video statement response to the news. It's really unfortunate and heartbreaking. Bishop, formerly AWP lead diver, said he has left the company. He added, the victims out there have a story to tell, and I have been a voice for those victims, and I'm going to continue to follow my passion, and I know I'll have the support to do so. Leisek's sister, Jessica Leisek, has also recently posted a video on Facebook using hashtags Stop Jared Leisek and claiming that he sexually assaulted her and others. Jessica did not immediately respond to the request for an interview, which is too bad, but I can understand why she would want to stay, kind of anonymous in this type of situation. Neon, it's good to see you, Neon. Leisek is okay. So Jessica did not immediately respond to any request for an interview. Leisek has not been charged with any crimes related to Jessica's allegations, only to his cousin's allegations. Emails purported to be between Leisek and his cousin also surfaced on Reddit and circulated on TikTok. Now, I don't know if there's a way to verify if these are like real emails. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to get the validity from them to show that they're like, I guess unless until they are put into like as far as in their forensics department, like they can go through and make sure that they're legit. So seemingly Leisek's cousin wrote, all these people may be calling you a hero and seeing that you're doing such great things, but we both know the truth about you. And that's her way of saying, hey, everyone thinks you're great, but I know what you did to me as a young child. that's her, getting that across. And I understand that. I'm curious of why she has not decided to do this sooner. Why has she waited till now to do it? Like, that's always something that's going to kind of rattle my brain, like why people wait so long to, bring these type of issues to light, especially after you're 18 and you're an adult. I guess you kind of move on with your life, but why wait till this person is, become well off or made something for themselves and now they're in the limelight and then attack them? It just makes it look suspicious. I'm just saying. It just makes it look suspicious. Oh, I love you too. Neon, you're so cute. So it says the respondent who wrote from AWP's email address and signed off as Jared said, I am so very sorry. So basically, here they're stating they are not confirming that it was Jared that wrote this email. So this could be some way of him trying to get out of him claiming that he didn't agree nor deny the allegations. I bet that's what this is about. But it says the respondent who wrote the AWP emails address using the email address signed off as Jared. That statement right there is saying that he's going to use that in his defense. I am so very sorry for the things that we cannot change. It's unfortunate when families like ours experience molestation. The emailer said he had spoken publicly before about it. The unfortunate shit that has happened within families, the pondering whether they are to blame their family's lineage and their Mormonism. So again, here's another reason, like, he's trying to use Mormonism lifestyle as an excuse for his bad behavior. Thank you, oh lady O. Oh lady O is on top of it. Thank you for sharing out Neon's channel, love. I appreciate it. You are freaking awesome. Leisek says he has said on his channel that he grew up in a church of the Latter-day Saints before giving up the religion when he was 27. The first writer replied, if you truly want to apologize, then pay for your actions. So again, this tells me that this is about financial gain. This is not about, actually getting closure. And that's too bad, because if the situation happened to me and I'm going after the perpetrator, I don't give a shit about their money. I want to see the repercussions of their bad behavior. Like, I want to see, the justice system do their job. I could care less about the money. That person shouldn't be walking and talking. So by them stating in here that they should get paid for their actions, get reimbursed basically, I think is BS. And it's a line of baloney. I'm trying to behave today. Okay. So, you walk into the police station with me and confess your actions, get it on record, and have yourself registered as a sex offender that you are. The AWP email address encouraged the writer to stop the cycle, protect your own children and grandchildren, as we have to help the world become a better place, he wrote. So they're stating it was a he that wrote it, even though they're stating again that they don't know who wrote it. Miss Kaylee, you're welcome to come up, baby girl. We're having crime on the couch. Doug Bishop from Adventures with Purpose makes a statement. Yeah, he did make a statement. Did you watch that video, Kaylee? It was a good video. I know that we reviewed this when it first came out months ago, but I'm just kind of like reiterating on what we went over before, because trial's coming up soon, so we've got to stay on top of it. Yes, Doug is great. See, Kaylee needs to join me for crime on the couch. I think I'll move to Florida. We could set up a studio there. What do you think? Live with Nick. It's good to see you live with Nick. Mwah. Okay. So it states that they're seeking confirmation of the emails, and some social media users have pointed out live streams from Scuba Steve. No, just kidding. Scuba diver Jeremy Sides, who runs the channel Exploring with Nug. Can you hear that rain? That rain is so loud. I'm gonna float away. I'm going to need like an inky arc. Yep. We're gonna get two Kayleys, two Nicks, two old lady O's. I'm just kidding. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like super loud, and I'm sorry. But it's raining cats and dogs and cows and horses and all kinds of things. Inky may just float away. He described texting with Leisek after the charges came out, and he claims that Leisek told him that the emails circulating online represent his only public statement on the matter. Richard Lesek's lawyer, Richards, Lesek's lawyer, says that he had not seen the emails yet and declined to comment on them. We do dispute that there is any kind of graping going on, Richard states, in the text exchange, which side shares with the Rolling Stones. He reached out to Leisek on November 5th, at what point he thought that the news was nothing but rumors. I thought somebody was out there for a money grab. And that's what it sounds like to me. If someone is stating that they just want to get paid for the situation and not really see the judicial system do their job, to me, that's a money grab. She saw that he was doing well and says, hey, I want in on some of that dough. I know it triggers me too, but I'm trying to see it from like a situation as a whole and not be completely judgmental, which is very hard for me. It's not that's not an easy task for Inky at all. I normally always have something to say. So let's see. Richard says in the text exchange, which side share the Rolling Stones, he reached out to Leisek on November 5th, at which point he thought the news might be nothing but rumors. I thought somebody's out for a money grab before they knew any facts. Sides tells Rolling Stones, I was assuming this couldn't be true. He texts Leisek. Okay, so you know I'm always on your side. The stories popping up about you online are pretty intense. Let me know what I can do to help out. Leisek responded saying, the letter that you see online that I've written to my cousin is my official response at this time. Based on that text, Side says he now believes that the charges against Leisek, whom he once considered a mentor, it was never a denial. Side says, describing the emails, he never said, I don't know what you think happened, but it didn't. It was some very damning evidence. Now, if we go back to that email that I was just reading, he was stating that it happened in the family and it was up to her to make it stop, like to have it cease with her. So he's kind of agreeing with it, and he admitted that he was the one that wrote it. That is just crazy to me. So he wasn't even in denial that he wrote the letter. Kaylee says, shake my head. Says he was a kid and really it was what he was taught. My butt. I think it's a dang excuse to try to get away with some nasty, bad behavior. That's just my opinion. So we're going to go through some Reddit posts. So, according to this Reddit post, is this the guy with the 10-mile long bio about his section on the website where he shares his intimate details of his life and his strained relationship with his daughter? If so, I'm not surprised. So, he had a strained relationship with his daughter. Now, is this because maybe he have been like abusing his own daughter? Like, was that an issue? He states, I live my life as an open book with no skeletons. Oh, there were skeletons. The more I learn about him, the more convinced that this is not a joke. In a Morgan Freeman voice. If you have a burning need to tell everybody what you encounter, I have to be a very honest person. You're probably not a very honest person. Someone says, please close the book. I have seen enough. No doubt. So, Pink Pirate, she states, my junior year in high school, I put together a 10-page application to date Jared Leisek for fun one day. I handed it out to 20 or so girls who was interested in some who I was not, and some who I hoped had interest in me. One of the girls was in my English class, and I never thought I had a chance with her. She filled it out near perfect to all the answers with lipstick lip prints. Wow. She left perfume scent sprayed on the application, and it took another 3 months to get her to finally go on a date with me. Wow. So there's like, you know what? We were just talking, Kaylee and I were just talking about, like these mass murderers and serial killers and how they get like fan mail, and people have like this atrocious attraction to these types of men or criminals, I guess. It's just beyond me. By the way, there is a page called Murderpedia. You should check it out. It's really cool. My last live stream, Kaylee and I were checking out Murderpedia. It was pretty cool. Um, so a person named Jordan Thomas states, "Yep, so not surprised." And while everybody was a fangirl over him on the YouTube streets, imagine how his victims felt. And that's exactly it. Like if you go back and think about all the publicity he's had, and if per se this did happen, like there's and if it's been more than one person, I assume what I believe is that his sister also stated that it happened with her, that how they feel like, oh, you're fawning over this guy who is, who attacked small young girls. I mean, 9, 10 years old is pretty young. 9, 10-year-old girls as an older teenager, almost of adult age, and you guys just think he's the cat's meow. What else do people have to say? It wasn't lied to. Oh, I wasn't lied to. The science was really clear. Wow. That's just really too bad. I hope for his sake that that it is just a cash grab. Give me 1 second, guys. So we're going to go over an article in the US Sun paper. And this is called The Sudden Exit, The Dark Past of Adventures with Purpose. Founder Jared Leisek forces diver to resign after child rape charge emerges. Two divers in the missing persons group Adventures with Purpose have quit after details of their founder's dark past emerged. He was charged with 2 counts of child rape in the past week, with the revelation sparking of a lot of hurt within the group. One of the volunteer group divers, Doug Bishop, said on Tuesday, "What happened 30 years ago has come to light, and it has been affecting everybody involved in this." Now, 2 more members have spoke up, confirming that they would be quitting the group entirely. Josh Cantu, who has worked behind the scenes, content and video work with the search teams for the past year and a half, have said in a YouTube video, "I have officially resigned from being part of the search team that I have been a part of in the past. I will live my life with integrity and morals, and knowing that I did the right thing, which I hope you guys can support." He went on to add that there are things that have been brought to light that the team and I were not aware of until very, very recently. And he said, "We are not okay with it. It has created this avalanche of momentum, which it should have. It needed to against certain things that have allegedly happened with someone we trust." Cantu's views were echoed by fellow videographer Carson McMaster, I think is how you say it, who said in his own video, "I would like everyone to know that I am no longer part of the Adventures with Purpose. I have left the company because of personal reasons for moral obligation. This is pretty much all I have to say as far as everything I have learned in the past year. It has been a pleasure working with you all, and you all are amazing people," he added. "Thank you for your support. We will see what happens in the future. We are not okay with it. It has created an avalanche of momentum, in which it should have." That was in like quotations. Both members stressed that they were not permitted to divulge any information about the allegations against Leisek. I do believe, if I remember correctly, that there was a contract that they signed that they weren't allowed to divulge information, if I remember correctly. The alleged incident happened in the victim's bedroom and in their family's house in Utah, according to the court documents, which contain explicit details. The criminal charges against Lasik were filed Friday in Sanpete County Court in Utah. It's unclear whether the rest of the Adventures with Purpose group will continue. Wow. AWP made headlines after finding Kelly Rodney's remains following a frantic search for the teen who mysteriously vanished in August from a party in the woods near a campsite in Truckee. And they found her like quick. So I do believe that the court case was rescheduled for sometime in December, but then they went back and I believe they rescheduled it again until January or February. So they were supposed to start the pretrial workup this month. Oh, Kaylee, I can't get to that. What are we sharing? Miss Kaylee. If you want, you can come on panel because I'm not sure what you're sharing. I can't see it. Let me see. Let me see if I can see it from my device. Oh, okay. Would you like me to read this part? It's the Rolling Stones did on the article. Okay. So Kaylee sent me, it says AW support team to me. It says, I am very sorry for the things that we cannot change. It's unfortunate that Leisek and I don't know how to say that, Juez lineage experienced the shit that you and I and many other cousins were brought into. Like yourself, I was once a victim by multiple people and both in and out of the family. So he's stating that he was also a victim. But just because you're a victim doesn't give you a reason to make someone else a victim. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate when families like ours experience molestation. Many of us cousins got together to acknowledge that it had happened in our youth and made a pact to put an end to it and to protect our children from anything like that ever happening to them. I have myself tried to apologize to you and to have a conversation with you about it to answer any questions you may have. The first time I apologized to you, I am sorry for the way that it was handled, for I was under the impression that our mother knew and wow, that he was under the impression that his mom was already aware of it, if I'm reading that correctly. And I felt that it was appropriate at that time to have the conversation with both of you. I did not mean to embarrass you or to catch you off guard. The second time that I had tried was not was not to clear my own conscience, but to help you heal and help with any other struggles that you may have been having or many of us have learned how to overcome and move forward. You essentially told me to go F myself and told me how I embarrassed you the first time around. I'm sorry. Mike Woodley. Mwah, it's so good to see you, Woodley. Woodley, don't forget to drop your link. Um, you essentially told me to go F myself and told me how I embarrassed you the first time around, and I'm sorry. My understanding is that the other cousins also have tried the same conversation with you. We are now adults, and it is healthy for us to acknowledge and address these unfortunate circumstances from our past in our childhood, adolescent years. Okay, so that was one. Okay, let me go to this one. So, here from the article from the Medium update, Jared Leisek wants to dismiss rape charges and is arrested. The group known as Adventures with Purpose has done amazing things and has helped families free of charge to find their missing loved ones. One case that was a high profile case to know about was again the Kelly Rodney case of the 16-year-old who was found deceased in her car by the group last year. Although the group's purpose and actions have been amazing, we have been and are thankful the founder has some skeletons in their closet. Jared Lasik has been charged with 2 counts of child rape. Jared allegedly raped his 10-year-old cousin in 1992 when he was only 16 or 17, and he had done it twice. The crime took place in Utah, which does not have a statute of limitations on sexual violent crimes. The crime allegedly happened once the victim's bedrooms were forced, the victim's bedroom where okay, I'm not going to read all that. On January 5th, Jared was arrested in Utah on suspicion of child rape. Since the arrest, the motion has been set to dismiss the grape charge against Jared. The record of the motion was public, but the argument was filed by Jared and his lawyer was the record that was filed was sealed. When many news outlets attempted to contact the prosecutor and defense attorney, there were no answers. It is unclear at this time whether the allegations are true. However, Jared Lasek's sister has been ranting on social media about other victims exiting or existing, and that she too was abused by her brother Jared. In a court of law, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. Should we support the adventures with the purpose is up in the air, though. Many followers from the group believe that there is cause in the cause are, oh, okay, I get it, that they're hiding. Well, I mean, if the allegations, again, and I'm going to say, if the allegations are not true and this is a money grab, then, I get it. If the allegations are true, then that guy needs to face the music. Okay, I clicked on that one. So this is the Rolling Stones article. True crime YouTuber to plead not guilty in 1992 child rape charge. Jared Leisek, founder of this. Okay, I already. Oh, that's what I read earlier. Yes. That's exactly what I thank you, Kaylee. That's exactly what I read earlier. So if he was 17, that is like 30 years from the time that this article was written, because it says that he was 47 at the time that this article was written. And if he was 17, that's like 30 years. She waited 30 years to come out with this. So if she was 9 or 10, by the time she was 20, she could have done it, 20 years ago. She would have been 20. It just makes me question on why she waited so long. Um, and if they had like this family meeting where they discuss this, then it's the cat is out of the bag. Now, I wonder if they will be bringing others, when they had this supposedly family meeting. I wonder if they will be bringing those persons in to say, yeah, that this meeting took place and we had this discussion, because basically that's what he said in that letter, was that we've sat down and had a family discussion about this. So from People Magazine, here's another article. And this one was dated November 10th, 2022, which was a year and a month ago. Founder of Adventures with Purpose search and rescue team accused of sexual violent crime on a 9-year-old girl. Jared Leisek was the founder of the popular YouTube volunteer search and rescue dive team Adventures with a Purpose, had been accused of raping an underage girl in Utah in 1992, according to the court documents obtained by People Magazine. According to Sanpete County court records, Leisek, 47, faces 2 counts of first-degree rape of a child stemming from 2 separate alleged incidences in 1992. The court documents obtained by People indicate that Jared was 17 years old at that time, and the alleged sexual assault was against a girl who was 9, and then again when she was 10. Welcome in, Freedom X. Mwah. It's good to see you. Freedom X, if you could, can you throw your channel in chat so others can connect to you too? He's fun to watch. Do I still have my here? What do you mean you came in wrong? What does that mean? Oh, the Rolling Stone magazine is the same one who did the Rolling Stone article on Jim Terry. Biscuit butt. Thank you, Freedom X. Here, let me see if I can drop it. Um, Here, I can drop it. There we go. There's Freedom X's YouTube channel. Go check him out. Yes, ma'am. Are you home for the day, biscuit butt? Because I need to go get my biscuit butt fixation. Okay, let me get back to reading this article. So it states that the first incident, now this is per court documents and People magazine. So it says the first incident allegedly occurred in the alleged victim's bedroom in November 1st, 1992. And the second one occurred the same year at the grandparents' house in Manti, Utah. Adventures with a Purpose lead diver Doug Bishop tells People he was also blindsided by the allegations against Leisek. The last couple of days have been heartbreaking for everyone involved. Bishop says this comes as a surprise to all of us, and we're all hoping we can continue our mission to serve families. Like, they don't want to get caught up in the middle of, the bad juju. Like, they don't want to look bad because someone on their team is in a very bad light. These allegations are serious. What allegedly happened 30 years ago should not take away from the amazing work that the team has done in this world over the past 2 years. The courts will write the ending of this story. The parties involved will have their voices heard, says Bishop. And that's Doug Bishop. He's a cool cat, Doug Bishop. Adventures with a Purpose Rise's YouTube fame began in 2020 when the team unexpectedly and unintentionally began recovering human remains in vehicles trapped beneath Portland waters during environmental cleanup missions. Most recently, they made national headlines for recovering the vehicle of the body of the missing Northern California teen Kelly Rodney over the summer. People's requests for comment from Leisek and his attorney, Randall Richards, were not immediately returned. It's unclear if he has entered a plea to these charges, and he had entered a not guilty plea. Okay, so let me put that down. So, does anyone have any questions? Is there something you would like me to research more on? I am going to follow this case through its trial period. So, on the days that this case is in trial, I will sign up for being able to get the documents that I need and stuff and be able to put it on the channel so we can follow it carefully and see what happens and see exactly what was said and when it was said. Oh, sorry, not good at dropping my link. Oh, here, I'll drop it for you, Woodley. It's easier when I have my device with me because then I can just do it from my device versus when I'm like actually on the computer. It's not as easy. Okay, Woodley, copy link. There you go. There, did it show up? I think it did. Who's condescending, Kaylee? What did I miss? I guess if you're Mormon, it does according to his logic. He's so condescending. Oh, Kaylee must be speaking of, Jared. He is. He does have that ambiance about him, like, he's very, um thinks he's in control, he's like bossy. Or demeaning, I guess, would be better way to more like demeaning than anything. Speaks over your head. Live with Nick. If you're still here, if you could please drop your link in chat. There you go, love. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think Get to Know is going live. Is anyone live right now? Freedom X, are you live right now? I know you were earlier. Oh, you're welcome. Net worth between 3 and 5 million. Yeah. See, that's the only, Kaylee, that's the only reason I really think that it's like, to me, it's more of a cash grab. I mean, she waited 30 years and they've already had a big family discussion about it. Come on. That's the only reason I think it might not have happened. Well, maybe not to the extent that she's saying, if that makes sense. I mean, I think things did happen because he admitted to things happening, but he didn't admit to specific things happening. Oh, you're at work? Okay. Do you have one lined up for later for when you get home? You can drop that one as well, so then everyone can go and set up to where they can click notify. Anyone else in chat? I know Get to Know was supposed to go live. Let's go see if he's live yet. Kaylee, make sure you drop yours. Kaylee does amazing. She does a lot of true crime, missing persons, Alex Easterling, um, and she does a lot of like pre-records where she promotes like the pre-record and then she narrates it. It's awesome. She does a lot of great videography work. So you need to go check out Miss Kaylee. Let me go drop hers too while I'm at it. Because I'm simpy for swampy. I'm just kidding. Where's my monster? Are you coming on today, Freedom? Hey, there's no shame in Inky's game. There's no shame in the game. Stop it. You don't behave, I'm gonna put my little balls on, my little floppy balls. Yes, yes. I think Ryan is live. Hold on, let me go find Ryan real quick. If you guys haven't checked out Ryan, go check out Ryan. Let's see. Let's see if Freedom has anything coming up. Nope, he doesn't have any already posted. Not yet. Okay. Let's see. Nichols is live. We could share Nichols, even though he's not in here. Let me drop Nichols as live. And then I believe Fluffy. Yeah, I have like these pink fluffy balls. I'd have to get up and get them, but I have like these little pink fluffy little doo. I don't know where they are. I think they're over there on the other side of my computer. And I'm not in my giraffe suit. Maybe I'll do the giraffe suit tonight. We'll see. Woodley, can we drop Woodley, are you going live tonight? Woodley also goes live. Let's drop Ryan's link too. You know what? We should go raid Ryan. Let's go raid Ryan. Okay. What should we post? Inky raid? Should we post Inky raid? Okay. I'm going to drop his link. Is he still live? Yeah, he's still live. Okay, so let me grab his link. Copy link. And then let me go back to my channel. And we'll go raid Ryan. So go on to click the link and then go over to Ryan's channel and say there's a little pinky raid. Hashtag pinky raid. Okay. Click the link and then go over to Ryan's channel and put hashtag pinky raid. Let's see what he says. I appreciate you all being here. You all are great. R2G raid back. Oh, he's such a sweetheart. Inky raid is perfect. Isn't it cute? Aw. He's awesome. Gotta love him. Okay, you guys. So I will research the local court documents for um Jared Lasik, and we will stay on top of that case, and we'll have crime on the couch. This is kind of more comfortable than sitting at my desk. I kind of dig this. It's kind of nice. It's like I get to hang out and I could just read from the iPad. So this might be a new thing for me. It's more fun than sitting at my desk. The only time I like sitting there is when I'm actually working or playing COD. So I'm kind of digging it. It's kind of cool. I know he's funny. Woodley, are you on? And Woodley, are you going to go live too? I know Kaylee normally does one at least like once every couple of days. Let me go check her channel really quick. Do you have anything scheduled, Kaylee? So she's doing the Chris Watts case, and she's also doing the Alex Easterling case. So if you're interested in either of those cases, she has some great information. She's really good at deep diving. She's extremely intelligent. Yes, yes. And she's very good at what she does. Mhm. And Ryan enjoys hanging out over there, so it's gotta be good. Yes, ma'am, I'm on it. Yay! So here, Do you know what time you're gonna go on, Biscuit Butt? Mhm. Are you going on tonight? To see why I'm here. I think I'm gonna play a couple of these videos before we close, and then, I will have the next one scheduled for you guys to be able to not today. Okay, in a couple of weeks. I'm not very patient. Like, I'm a total instant gratification kind of person. I need to be able to see Biscuit Butt daily. It's like I have to get my Kaylee fix, I have to get my Biscuit fix, I have to get my Ryan fix. We can't forget Newman. Newman Gaming just posted, like, this little video, and he did this one where he's, like an officer or something, and he has someone pulled over. I believe I shared it on my community page. It was so funny. I'm like, I had to Google the game, and I might just have to play that game because that was flipping great. I was like, I could so get down with some role play. That was so cool. So thank you for sharing. Newman, I had him share it last night on last night's stream, and so I had to go check it out, and it was awesome. No, it wasn't the GTA 5, it was Adam something. It was like a police, um, what is it called? Hold on. Let me go find him. It was like Adam something. Newman Gaming. I don't think he's in here at the moment. Okay, let's see. Um, it's called 5 Is this it? 5M. I think it's called 5M. Yeah. FIVEM. And it's a game. And it's like role playing police car game. Oh my gosh, it was freaking great. And it says Adam's close call, 5 And so he's like got someone pulled over in the video. And I mean, I don't know what happened. I only caught it from this point. But they're like, okay, well, go check. It was just, I don't know. I like kind of like role playing stuff. Like, I play World of Warcraft and stuff. So it was just really kind of cool. I'm like, I could get down with that. I could get down with that game. It was really cool. Okay, you guys. I appreciate you all. Mwah. I'm going to hop off here, stay for the outro. And for those of you that I play COD with, I'll probably be seeing you on in a little while. You all have a blessed day, and we'll stay on top of this case as the case proceeds through the trial. And I'll be playing it every day. And we can sit there and we can, go through the case as, they're going through the case and give our own personal opinions on it. Liked and shared. Thank you so much, Ryan. I'll see you in a little while. I'm watching you. Okay, love. I'll catch you all in a little while. Stay for the outro.